Welcome back, everyone. One group that we haven't checked in with yet during this pandemic is individuals with autism. We want to know how they are handling everything and what we can do to help. And we have brought back a great guest, the Empowering Kids Program Director, Tiffany Tobkin, to talk a little bit about how you are handling the changes. Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So many families are touched by autism. The numbers are really quite incredible these days. And so I wanted to have you back on to talk a little bit about our world is turned upside down. We're all affected, but it does seem people with autism thrive on routine, and everything's changed. With the people you work with at your center, how have things changed, and how are you guys doing?
Great questions. So things have changed. We no longer see our clients face to face. A lot of our work is done like this, which kind of takes away that human component a little bit. And as you said, their routines and their structures are totally out of whack. And so families are really working to develop a new sense of normal for right now.
Okay, and so what's the kind of number one thing you're focused on, the key to getting through this pandemic when you're working with people with autism and trying to keep things normal?
So before I can kind of answer that, I'm going to run through a little game of sorts with you, Lisa, if that's all right.
Yes.
Okay, so no pressure. There's no right or wrong answer, but just we're going to play an association game. So like if I say the word fair, you might think of like rides, cotton candy, mini donuts. So 3 words that kind of go along with that one big word. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So when I say the word school, what 3 words do you think of?
Homework, math, recess.
Perfect. So if you look at the slide, my slide number 1, I think of buses, teachers, and classrooms. So in our brains, we have these thoughts of what school is and what it's going to look like and what we're going to do there and kind of what's expected of us. And you and I have maybe different words, but we still have the same picture in our thinking bubble. Okay, so the next word that I'm going to ask you for 3 words is home.
Parents, comfort, family.
Excellent. So if you look on the second slide that I have, I put family, games, and sleeping. So exactly, like we have these pictures in our mind. These are the things we think of. It makes us feel safe. Okay, so now my last one is going to be a short phrase. So when I say school at home during a global pandemic, what words come to mind?
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. So as you can see, it's just a bunch of question marks. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Like?
That's a good point.
Right. And so we're trying to ask individuals that have a hard time structuring themselves and creating routine and understanding what to expect to be able to develop this schema, this thought process that they've never experienced before and that we've never experienced before. And that can be a very anxiety-inducing experience.
So what are you doing to help with that anxiety?
Good question. So if you'll see on the 4th slide, we have some suggestions for tips to do at home. And the really wonderful thing is this will help individuals with autism, but this will help any individual at all. So the first one is to just talk about emotions. As an adult, let children know what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and then model appropriate strategies for dealing with that. Taking a walk, taking a bath, talking about it, spending time together. Modeling that as the adult lets your child know it's safe and okay for them to talk to you. Another one is to establish a routine and use visuals. Even if the individual can read fluently, I would highly suggest using pictures, and you could make it a fun family activity and draw out your visual schedule for your day together. Another idea is to just set up spaces in your home. There are a lot of wonderful things that schools do, and schools provide a lot of structure. So when you go to gym class, you go to the gym. When you go to art class, you go to the art room. Everything is very set up. So in your home, try to find a space for reading and for math and for chilling. And then using visuals, and then reaching out as a parent. Reach out to your teachers, reach out to other professionals, follow different groups on social media. Anything you can do to help yourself as the parent will also help your child as well.
Tiffany, great advice. Thank you so much for what you do. A lot of families are lucky to have you, for sure.
Thank you.
I'm sure we could spend, I told you this last time, we could spend the whole hour visiting with you. Thank you so much. We'll have to have you back on. Great advice, and everything is different for all of us, so great advice for all of us, just like you said. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
We'll be right back here on North Dakota Today.